Good morning, everyone. We're gonna allow folks time to come on in and click share. We are starting our series on fitness tips, and our first exercise set today is going to target your upper body muscles with no weights. We're just going to use your body weight. This includes we're going to be working your biceps, your triceps, chest muscles, back muscles, your upper back. And so that's what and your shoulders. That's what we're going to be focusing on today. Again, this is not a full workout. This is just tips, different moves that you can try. You can mix them up. You can combine them with other exercises that we're going to introduce later. But before I get started, I want to put our disclaimer out there. We don't own the rights to this music, but we're fully licensed to play it. So I want to remind everyone, anytime you're going to do a workout, you need to warm up your muscles first. So different movements to warm up your muscles. You want to make sure you warm up the muscles that you're going to be working out. In this case, we're doing upper body workouts. When you're going to do that, you got to make sure that you're warming up your muscles, your arm muscles, your back muscles, making sure that you're doing some pullbacks to work those upper back muscles, pull those shoulder blades together, pull them apart with some other stretches. You don't want to do static stretches though, because you want to make sure that you're doing fluid movements in order to get warmed up. And some of these movements that you're doing are going to be the movements that you do when you work out. This is most important whenever you're adding weights, extra weight that's not your body weight. It's very important to warm up your muscles before you try to strengthen them with extra weights. Today we're not going to be using any weights. We're just going to be using our own body weight for these exercises. Again, come on in, click share this video. We're doing these every day, Monday through Saturday at 6 a.m., around 6 a.m. And so to make sure that you can join us. If you guys don't like this time, if you prefer that I do it later, or if you prefer that I do it in the evening, because these are not full workouts, these are just tips and exercise moves, drop in the comments and let me know what time is better. And depending on the feedback that I get, we may adjust the time. But for now, it's going to be at 6 a.m. every morning, Monday through Saturday. We should have our muscles warmed up now. So the first move that I'm going to show you is called chest squeezes. This works your chest muscles, your pecs. So it's basically, you can do this exercise sitting or standing. If you can't raise your arms up like this, do it down here. You want to make sure that what you do is ball up your fists in order to add some resistance. So you want to ball up your fists. If you can't do it up here, which is the normal exercise, start with it down here if it hurts your arms or something. Or if you want a little more, raise it up a little higher and do it up here. That'll work more of your shoulder muscles as well. So there's different modifications that you can do. Those are called chest squeezes. You can add a march with it in order to get more of a full body workout with it. Okay, that's the first tip. The next move is some pullbacks. Again, you can do this sitting or standing as well. This is basically, make sure you have your your fist clenched so that you can add some resistance. You don't want to do it too fast, but you want to do it fast enough to get some reps in there. You're just basically pulling straight back. This is straight back, and you're working your lat muscles, you're working your upper body muscles. Those are just pullbacks. You can also do biceps curls, either sitting or standing. It's simple. You just make sure you got to squeeze with your fist, clench your fist so you can add some weight to it. It's not about how fast you do it. You want to keep it slow so that you can feel your muscles start to burn. Again, you can do that with sitting or standing. Make sure you keep your elbows close to your sides when you're doing that. Next, we're going to work some tricep muscles. You can do these overhead. Clasp your hands together. Keep your elbows close to your head. Make sure you are doing the clasp and you're just keeping your elbows straight above your head, close to your head. When you press your hands together as you're doing this, you can add more resistance to work your tricep muscles. Okay, you can do some shoulder raises and pull downs. Now this is going to work a couple of muscles at the same time. So again, with the clenched fist, you want to push up and pull down. As you push up, you're working your shoulder muscles. As you pull down, you're working some of your back muscles, your rhombus muscles. Again, that's just a push up and pull down. Here's a side view. You're just going straight up and straight down. Again, to add resistance, the slower you do it, the more you're going to work it. Next one, we got some shoulder shrugs. This builds some heat real quick. You're just basically going straight up and down with your shoulders. You can do shoulder rolls. This works your muscles too for your shoulders. Backwards, forwards. These are more exercises that you can do shoulder shrugs when you're sitting in a chair. I'm going to do a session on chair exercises. But I'm letting you know now that these are some moves that you can do standing or sitting. It's good for if you can't get up from your desk. Just do some shoulder rolls. Start waking those muscles up. You can do some overhead presses while you're sitting down. Work to build wake those muscles up. You can do your bicep curls while you're sitting down. Next, we're going to do some tricep kickbacks. So we worked our triceps overhead the first time. Now we're going to work our triceps a different way. Here's a side view. Because what you want to do, you want to bend your knees slightly. You don't want to get a deep bend. You just want to bend them slightly because you don't want to push back. You just want to bend your knees slightly. And you're going to hinge at your hips. The way to do this, you're sticking your butt out to hinge at your hips. This protects your lower back. So what we're doing with the tricep kickbacks, with your arms going back, you see I got it kind of straight across with the alignment. You're just going to bend at the elbow. And you're going to keep your arms close to your side. As I'm doing this, my arms are not out here. They're close to my side. My elbows are close to my side. These are called tricep kickbacks. This will work your tricep muscles. Keep your head straight down, looking down when you're doing these, because you want to keep your spine in alignment when you're doing these. I know you're trying to look at the screen, but see at the form, and then when you're actually doing the exercise, keep your alignment straight. You want to look straight down when you're doing those. Next, we're going to do some bent over rows. Again, this causes you to hinge at your hips, knees slightly bent, and then hinge at your hips. To hinge at your hips, you're sticking your butt out there. That hinges your hips. We're going to do some rows. You can do both arms together. If you're doing these and you have weights when you're doing them, you can do one at a time. But you just front view. This is when you're doing it one at a time. You're keeping your arms close to your sides. That works your triceps more. When you keep your arms close to your side. When you're doing it, we've got our hands facing each other, our palms facing each other, clenched fist again. Again, we're hinging at the hips and we're just pulling straight up. Arms close to your side. If you do this more with your arms pulled out, you're going to work more of your back muscles. option as well. These are rows for your back muscles. Again, when you're doing these with weights, you can either do both arms at the same time or you can do one arm at a time. It works both ways. But again, when you're doing it without weights, make sure you got your fists clenched so that you can feel the heat starting to build up faster. And I have another move that you can do when you're hinging at your hips. It's the reverse fly. Again, knees slightly bent, hinge at the hips, fists clenched. You're going to do some reverse flies. Again, you can do this without weights. You do it slower, you can feel it more. You don't want to be doing it real fast. These are exercises that you do slowly so that you can feel the heat getting into your muscles. It's starting to burn. That's going to work your upper back, those muscles there. That exercise move. One other exercise you can do, we can do it with a split stance. Split stance is basically you're putting one foot slightly in front of the other and you're bending your knee slightly. This is called a reverse high five. What you're doing is you got your hands straight, palms facing back, and you're just stretching those chest muscles. You should feel your shoulder blades getting pulled together. This is working your chest muscles. You're just doing a high five, a reverse high five. Have someone come up behind you and do a high five. That's what that is, basically. And you're just working these chest muscles. One more thing that you can do with a split, and make sure you switch and do the other leg too. Because you're also, when you're doing a split stance, you're getting some work done in your leg muscles. So you want to make sure that you switch and do the other leg as well. Another move you can do with a split stance is when you're doing your rows, and you can put one hand on the hip. Again, with your fist clenched, you can twist. This is going to work your back muscles. It's going to also get some oblique muscles in there. It's going to work your abs a little bit. We're going to do a session on just abs as well. But you want to do both sides. Again, you're just doing a row. You're pulling back with a little twist. Again, you want to add more resistance, pick up a weight, do it. Don't overdo it though. So these are not all inclusive exercises. There's plenty of more exercises out there that you can do. You can Google them, or you can ask us some questions. What about this? What about that? We'll be glad to answer your questions. We're going to do a Q&A session after we're done with all these videos. But if you have a urgent question that you want to ask, we'll try to get back to you sooner when you drop it in the comments. Just put your questions in the comments. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram doing this live video. So whatever you're watching it on, feel free to ask questions in the comments. It looks like we got some people talking to us. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi. Good morning, Raymond. I see you out there. Thank you for joining us. We got somebody joining us on our YouTube channel, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We're on different platforms. We got people talking on different platforms. Good morning to each and every one of you. Hopefully these moves are helpful to you. I told you these videos were not going to be long. We're just showing you different tips, different moves that you can try. You may not have thought of it before. Again, some of these exercises you can do while you're sitting at your desk. If you're stuck at your desk and you can't get up and you're starting to feel tired, just bust out some of these moves while you're sitting there. It don't matter. You just want to wake up your muscles. That'll wake you up as well. That'll give you a little bit more energy so that you can get through your day. So I just wanted to give you these tips. Again, we're going to be here again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about your lower body. Today we worked on upper body. Tomorrow we're going to work on some lower body exercises. Again, these first couple videos are going to be without weights. We're going to do a video that has weights, working different body parts. We're going to do videos that have you sitting in your chair. If you're stuck in your chair, we're going to show you sitting in the chair. We're going to do these exercises. We got some exercises where you could be sitting on a stability ball. We're going to show you that as well. So look forward to more videos coming. Again, it's every day, Monday through Saturday, around 6 a.m., unless we get a bunch of comments telling us to change the time. So have a blessed day. We hope to see you again tomorrow morning. Remember, this is not a full workout, but these are some moves that you can put together to work your different, to target your different muscles. Thank you for your support, and we will see you again soon. To God be the glory. Got to shut everything down.